I hope that you have watched the previous class, The Little Round Red House. The story written by Caroline Sherwin Bailey. Can you remember this story? Yes. The little boy always complained about his boredom. His mother asked the little boy to engage himself as a drawing pictures with his new crayons, reading new library books, or playing with his toys. But the boy always complained about his boredom. His mother wanted the little boy to search for the little round red house with no windows, no doors, and chimney on top and star in the middle. The boy was enthusiastic and happy. He got ready to search for the little round red house. His mother wanted the boy to put on his raincoat and his scarf and his mittens and his hat and his scarf. We can go through the next paragraph. The Little Round Red House, Part 2, page number 75. The little boy stared at her. I never saw a house like that before. Where is it? His mother said. I cannot tell you, but if you keep your ears open and your eyes open and you look hard, you should find it not too far from here. You won't even need to cross the street. I will do it, he said. He bundled up in his raincoat and his hat and his scarf and his mittens and his boots too, and set out to find the little round red house with no windows and no doors, a chimney on top and a star in the middle. He walked down his long block all the way to the corner. He saw white houses and blue houses and yellow houses and green houses. Then he saw a red house. There it is, he cried. But wait, the house was square, not round. It had a chimney, all right, but also lots and lots of windows. It had a door, too. He couldn't tell if there was a star. The windows had curtain on the inside. That cannot be it, he said, and continued his march around the corner up the long block and to the next corner. There were yellow houses and brown houses and many colored houses, but not one of them was a little round red house with no windows and no doors, a chimney on top and a star in the middle. Now let me explain this much. The boy looked up his mother. He set out to search it. He walked down his long block all the way to the corner. He saw white houses and blue houses and yellow houses and green houses. Then he saw a red house, but also a lots and lots of windows and doors. He continued his march. He saw a little round red house with no windows and no doors, a chimney on top and a star in the middle. So he couldn't see a little round red house. As he was standing on the sidewalk feeling puzzled, the little white mail truck pulled up. The mail carrier poked his head out of the window and said, Little boy, are you lost? Oh no, the little boy replied. I live at Ivy Rock Lane, Bridgewater, New Jersey. That's right, around the corner. The mail carrier said, No, you are not lost. The little boy asked, Do you know where everyone lives around here? I am looking for a special house, the mail carrier said proudly. Of course, I do, little boy. That's my job. What house do you want to find? The little boy said, My mother sent me to find a little round red house with no windows and no doors, a chimney on top, and a star in the middle. The little boy, the mail carrier said, I have been to every house in town, but I have never seen a house like that before. Are you sure your mother isn't pulling your legs? Oh no, the little boy answered. My mother wouldn't tease me. She said she found the same house when she was just my age. So I know it is real. The mail carrier shook his head sorrowfully and said, Sorry, I cannot help you, my friend. I have got to be getting on my way. It's time to deliver the mail. Waving goodbye, he drove off down the roads. The little boy tromped around the next corner and set the block. Every house had windows and doors. Some were red, some had chimneys, but no one of them was a little round red house with no windows and no doors, a chimney on top, and a star in the middle. Let me explain this much. The little boy was standing on the sidewalk, feeling puzzled. Then the mail carrier asked if he was lost. The little boy asked the mail carrier to help him find a little round red house with no windows and no doors, a chimney on top, and a star in the middle. He said he had never seen a house like that before. The mail carrier shook his head sorrowfully. Waving goodbye, he drove off down the roads. The little boy stepped around the next corner and down the block. He had now found this house. Word meaning stare at. Look for a long time with the eyes wide open. Pull up. Pull up means to stop. Set out. Set out means to start the journey. Question corner. The fifth question. How was the boy dressed? The boy put on his raincoat and his hat and his scarf and his mittens and his boots. Sixth one. What were the features of the first red house that the boy found? It was a square. It had a chimney, but lots and lots of windows. It has a door too. The seventh one. Why did the mail carrier ask the boy, Are you lost? The answer is, the little boy was standing on the sidewalk feeling puzzled. So the mail carrier asked if he was lost. 8. Could the mail carrier help the boy? Why? No. Because the mail carrier had never seen a house like the one which the boy had mentioned. I am going to make you hear a telephonic conversation to make you understand how to speak in proper way.
Telephoning. Informal and friendly style. A phone call with a friend. Hello?
Oh, hi. Is Lucy home?
No, she's just popped out to the shop.
Oh, okay. When will she be back?
She shouldn't be long, half an hour or so.
Could you get her to ring me back, please?
Sure. Who should I say called?
It's Jane from the tennis club.
Has she got your number?
I think so, but shall I give it to you anyway?
Yes, best. Hang on, I'll get a pen. Okay, I'm listening.
It's 016 88 90 8075.
So that's 016 88 90 8075.
That's right.
Sorry, what was your name again?
Jane Smith from the tennis club.
Okay, I've written that down. I'll get Lucy to give you a call when she gets back.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye.
I hope that you have understood this part. Have a nice day. Thank you.